guys, you know, in the world of diecast, there is common stuff. There is, hard to find stuff. And then, of course, there is ultra rare stuff. So we're going to kind of work our way up the ladder today with a big assortment of all kinds of stuff. We're going to start with common, regular stuff that you'd see every single day. We're going to use three tools. We have scissors, we have a screwdriver, then, of course, we have our hands. We're going to start out with the newest release from Autoworld. This is just common stuff that is just regular release. This is the 2022 release. This is number 2. This is the models in the mix. And then here is the models from the first mix. This is release A. This is the Supra in blue. The Royal Sapphire Pearl, as it says. Picked these up from a local shop. This one is the newest color for the Supra. It does have the wing on it. Chrome wheels. Looks pretty good. Does have opening hood. That one actually opened pretty good. Nice deets all up in there. It's a very nice blue. Very, very nice blue. Left-hand drive. Kind of a raw base. It's kind of interesting. Normally they don't do raw bases. Manufactured April 13th, 2022. So been a minute for that one. Same release. Yep, Mopar guy here. So version A of release 2. This is the 71 Dodge Dart Swinger 340 Special in kind of, well, I guess it's light gunmetal gray, but it looks a little blue to me. But it looks super, super good. Haven't seen the Dart for a little bit. Especially since I've been getting a little more hardcore into the Autoworld collecting realm. This guy looks pretty good. Has white interior, black dashboard. The Goodyear print on those polyglass looks good. Wheels are especially nice on this one with the chrome print, or the chrome foil print in there. Looks pretty good. Of course, he has front and rear tampos. There's a special on the plate. Looks pretty nice. This one does have opening hood as well. Got your blue block down in there. Black air cleaner. Looks pretty good. It's a really nice color, actually. It's a really nice color. Base deets, same-o. Kind of interesting. They printed it on the axle, which is hilarious. Of course, there's a lot of detail on that base, so that makes sense. That one doesn't roll all that well, by the way. Super rolls very, very good, though. This one doesn't roll. Doesn't roll worth a junk. All right, more common stuff. This is probably one of the most anticipated C8 releases in a while, just because of the color. This is Zeus Bronze. This is a wicked color. I mean, wicked color. Just ridiculous. It doesn't even look like the card art doesn't even do any justice to this. And like I've said it before, guys, Autoworld C8, hands down, probably the best 1/64 scale C8 you're going to find on the market. Look at this color. Just insane. Tan interior looks so good. Those gold wheels look so good. It's just wicked. It says Zeus on the plate. It's hilarious. Man, it looks so good. Man, that's wicked. Does have opening hood. See if this one opens a little bit as easy as the other one. There we go. Chink. I love this C8 because look how much depth is in there. There's so much depth and three-dimensional in there. It's just insane how much detail is in there. Matchbox also did a opening rear hatch on the C8 in their moving parts line, but it's just flat. It's nothing like this. So this is just insane. Looks so good. Just such a nice piece. That interior looks so good too. And see down in there, looks just wicked. Another raw base. Kind of interesting. They did raw bases. They're just flat raw metal. Normally they do like a clear coat or something on it, but these are just flat metal. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting the way that they did that rivet there. Almost looks like it was trying to be drilled out, but looks good. Another thing from Autoworld that's common, maybe getting towards a little bit rare, just because this is hobby exclusive. Well, Miho exclusive, which in turn is hobby exclusive. This is the newest version of the Rubicon. Unlimited with the Geolander deco on it. Geolander Yokohama. So we're going to use the scissors this time, obviously, because we got clamshell. Hands aren't going to do anything when we're trying to rip open plastic. So pull him out of there in his little tray. The box is absolutely redundantly waste of money. It's just in there to make it look fancy. You can put the thing in the box, but the box is hollow. So there's nothing in there. So it would just flop around in there. So not good. So this is your Geolander. Does have, I think it has opening hood. Yep. Does have opening hood. There is some print underneath there. Kind of difficult to see in there. Not as three-dimensional as the C8, but looks pretty good. Geolander on the hood. Yokohama windshield banner. Matching spare tire on the top, which is very, very nice. Look at that. And on the back. Look at that. Chink, chink, chink. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Definitely like this one quite a bit. Painted black base. This one manufactured also in the same week. Same day, actually. I think it's just base codes. I don't think they were actually manufactured the same day as all those, but it's just more of a base code. Full-on deets. Then, of course, your lights on the top look pretty good as well. Jerry cans painted up. Very, very nice. And then, of course, on this side, you do have some shovel detail, which is really, really nice. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. Looks like there's a little bit of super glue residue underneath the tire on the bumper, which is a pretty common green light thing. Pretty rare to see that on an Autoworld. This guy rolls very, very good, which is very, very nice. So throw him back there. All right, we're still going to be common. We're still in common stuff. This is the regular THunt 87 Dodge D100. This is from the K case. Been kind of waiting to crack this guy open for a minute. There's your treasure hunt logo. I feel like anytime they do regular treasure hunts that are licensed models, they're pretty popular. They do ones that are fantasy castings. Nobody cares, you know, two shits about them. This one is a pretty good dough. I really like this casting a lot. I think it's fantastic. The deco on this one looks good. Black, red, white, and blue. Red interior. Nicely decoed up. There's your little treasure hunt logo on the back. So pretty happy to get this one. Dodge logo. Like to see this in premium at some point in time, which would be nice. Premium would be really, really nice. All right, we're going to move on to a little bit rarer stuff. This is going to be Schuco. Schuco is just, you know, this is not something that's available at retail, especially in the U.S. So this is an online deal. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this open. This is what we'll use our screwdriver for, if I can ever get the box open. It doesn't really matter what happens to the box, though, because I don't plan on keeping the box. So we'll pull that guy open. This is the Volkswagen T1 Lowrider. There is the screwdriver needed right there. So we'll take our screwdriver. Man, they screw these Schucos on there just so ridiculously tight. All right, there we go. This is the T1 Lowrider. Look how low that thing is. Definitely slammed to the ground, but it rolls very, very good. Porsche on the side, that's why I got it. Not a big fan of the T1 itself. Not a big Volkswagen guy, but you slap Porsche on stuff and I will scoop it up. Details on the back look pretty good. Details on both sides look pretty good as well. Then, of course, your lensed headlights in the front. Full deco as well. Got your windshield wiper, you know, detail in there. Looks pretty good. Nothing on the top. Just nice and shiny. There is your base Schuco 164 scale. So, guy is like right on the ground. Look at that. That actually looks pretty cool. I actually kind of like that a lot. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, we got a couple more Schucos here. This is one of the newest Land Rover Defenders, Defender 90. This one in like a baby blue. They did do a collab with Tarmac for a military themed one, which does not have rear windows in that particular one. Get our screwdriver, get this guy off of the base. Man, they just really get that screw on there. There we go. So this is a very, very nice casting. The mud flaps are integrated into the base. It is metal base, obviously. These are the 164 edition Schucos. I try to stay away from the 187s as much as possible because I don't really collect HO scale like that. But these one looks pretty good. Lensed headlights as usual. Land Rover on the front looks very, very good. White painted. Well, it's kind of a eggshell white painted top on it. Looks pretty good. Then there is your full deets on the back. Land Rover on the plate. Land Rover on the other side for the actual plaque. Looks pretty decent. Of course, they have rubber tires, in case you guys haven't realized that. There is the base deets. Pretty good details on there. Even has the little step right here to get inside. Pretty cool detail. So, again, rolls very, very good. Should be scaled to each other. I feel like that's probably scaled with. Next, Schuco. This is the BMW M3. This comes in a few different colors on the Edition 164. I picked up this one in white with the M livery. I think this one looks the best. I think there's a blue one and there's a yellow one, but I think this one looks the best. If I absolutely fall in love with this model, maybe I'll get another color or two, but for now, I'm pretty happy with just this one. Almost pretty lightly on there. Pretty common. There we go. All right. Put our screwdriver back over there. So there is the M3. Looking pretty good. Lensed headlights. Again, the, M decos. It's not exactly the M colors, but pretty close. It's all M'd up, I guess you can say. The wing on the back is separate piece. It is plastic, because of course it is. The mirrors are part of the body, which is pretty nice. It is left-hand drive. It does have factory-specific wheels on it. Rolls pretty good. Detail up on just that muffler there, just so you can see it in the back. Nice details. Lensed taillights as well. That's pretty good. Looks really, really good. Super realistic. Schuco does a very good job. Doesn't roll that great on the front, but the rest of it's not too bad. It looks pretty good though. Looks good sitting there, I think. Let's see here. All right, let's do another thing that's a little bit more rare. I picked up this white tank truck just because I thought it was cool. I have no idea how these come out of these containers, so it might take me a second to figure this out. Just take the paper off the bottom. Looks like it's ridiculously taped. This takes too ridiculously long. I'll just edit it out, but I think we should be relatively okay. There's these little tabs that holds on there. I've never opened one of these, so this is a new thing for me. So I guess you guys will learn with me. So there we go. Pop the base off the bottom. That was relatively simple. And then there's just some screw right there. Hopefully just one. I feel like, nope, there's going to be two. Of course there's two. There's always got to be more than one. It's a pretty decent sized truck though. But I just think it looks cool. I think it'll look cool in the display case. Got this guy for pretty cheap. There we go. Get those screws off. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So this guy is relatively scaled. There's your white logo on there. Looks pretty good in chrome. Pretty basic tampos, I feel like, though. But nice Real Riders. Looks pretty good. Pretty good looking tank as well. A lot of print on it. Very, very shiny. Very, very bright. Looks very, very nice. Old school shell. Really like that. It says no smoking within 50 feet of the truck. There is an interior in there. It's very hard to see, but there is one in there. It's black. Then here is the base deets for the Hot Wheels. Too bad the cab doesn't tilt or do anything like that, but it's okay. So this is the white 3000. It says this guy actually has super singles on the rear. I didn't know that. I didn't think they had super singles at this time. Let's see here. Let's see, what's the date? 2003? Maybe they did. Super singles are probably relatively new at that point in time, but kind of interesting to see super singles on this truck. I don't know if they did that just to make it a cost-effective thing or if that's actually supposed to be super singles. But regardless, that's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. All right, we're still going to be on some rare kicks right now. We're going to take a look at a couple more treasure hunts. This is a 34.3 window. This is from, let's see here. Got a copyright date in 2004. So somewhere around 2004. But I do like some 30s cars, and this one looks pretty good with the black hubs on it. Kind of gangster style, I guess you can say. Does have your THunt logo on the back. Looks pretty decent. Not a high raker, unfortunately, which would have been cool for the treasure hunt, but it looks pretty good, just chilling. So we'll put him next to the Supra for a stark contrast. All right, if you guys watched my recent update on my Room 164 progress, I did say I had the white wall treasure hunt of the 36 cord, which is right here. So this is going to go in that open spot. I already had the black wall version, but now I have the white wall version of it. Not really sure why they made differences to the two. This Rail Rider wheel right here is pretty much all they had at the time that this car came out. Hotwheels didn't have a whole lot of Rail Rider choices back then. All right, moving on to a little bit more modern treasure hunt. I already did have one of these, but I wanted to crack one. So I did end up picking up another one so that I can crack it. Definitely wanted one loose. This is the Dodge Charger, of course. You know, I'm really happy they did a Charger Super, but unfortunately it was in police, fire deco, emergency deco. So it was unfortunate, but looks pretty good though. So still happy with it. Still happy with it. Very happy that, I have a loose one now. Loose treasure hunt. So throw that guy there. All right, we're going to move actually, I think these other two kind of qualify as rare too. This is one of the other ones from that 30s car display that I told you about. This is the classic Packard. Take him out of the Protecto. Move the Protecto to the side. Super treasure hunt. I did have the regular all up in the display case, but not the Super. Boom. Ripping it open. Look how good this guy looks. That is the same wheel as that 34 Ford, as the 36 cord. It's one of the most common used Rail Riders that Hotwheels has ever done. It's not as Spectraflame on the paint as I thought it should be, but it looks fantastic. So good. Black painted top. Definitely looks way better than the regular, that's for sure. Base deets, in case you want to see the base deets. That one's pretty nice. I like that one a lot. That one's pretty nice. Another one here. We're starting to get towards the ultra rare, I guess you could say, stuff for the very expensive high-end stuff. This is the 352 Auburn Treasure Hunt. Again, this is going to fill up that last hole. I only had 3 holes in that whole case. And that's going to be the cord, the Packard, and now the Auburn. So I actually picked this up at the gathering. Picked this up from Jaguar Diecast. He had some other stuff there. I think his brother was there helping him out. But picked this one up. So number 2 of 12. I think this is 96. So this is 95. So I think this was 96, I think. So 96 treasure hunts. So we're going to crack this guy open. Boom. Rip. Throw the card away. Looks so good in gold. Again, the exact same wheel. That was like the only Rail Rider they had. It was just insane. They had very, very few Rail Riders in the mid-90s, which was just terrible. Now Hotwheels has like a bajillion different ones that they can choose. That's a nice combination. I'll put this one. That's a really nice combination. All right. We're going to get into the ultra rares. Now, you may not agree with me, but in my opinion, these are ultra rares. This is the Jaguar XJ220. This is from the same era or the same year as the Auburn. This one is a pretty hard piece to come across. And it's not expensive if you come across it, but it's not cheap. This one will set you back about 30 or 40 bucks for Super. I was waiting to pick this one up for quite some time. I was going to leave it carded, but I open everything. I open everything. It's just the way it is. And I don't like having like a whole bunch of one casting and then there's just this one card not in there. So we're just going to go ahead and just rip it, pull them out. See, they did have some two-piece wheels back then, but these are not real riders. They are plastic, hard plastic wheels. But they are two-piece, and it does look pretty good. This guy didn't get any additional tampos, which was just ridiculous. It's just got your one Hot Wheels logo right there on the window, and that's it. No front, rear tampos, no side tampos, no nothing. And it's the freaking treasure hunt. It's ridiculous. But it looks fantastic with those gold wheels, though, for sure. Kind of put him right there. All right, we're going to get even rarer than that one. We got a Speed Machines here. This is just a casting I collect, this Jaguar XJ220. Now, there is another one that's white. I do not have the one in white, but I do have this one in green. This was kind of the assortment at the time. You know, a lot of these are worth a lot of money. I do have the 911 GT1. It's pretty nice. I have the Cayman. I also have... it's not on here. I had a couple, I have like the Panios and some other ones. But if you have, you know, some of the other ones like the GTR, $599, some of the Ferraris and stuff, that stuff is pretty expensive. This guy is on a pretty much minty card. Was a minty card, so now I guess I have to crack them open. So I'm gonna crack them open, pull them out. Looking so good. I love the Speed Machine wheels. I think the Speed Machine wheels are so good. And I really wish that they would bring them back and use them like a lot. But unfortunately, they're probably not going to. This guy looks super good. Got your British flag on the side. Jaguar British Racing Green. Of course it is. Got your Jaguar on the side. No rear prints. Other than that, looks fantastic. Jaguar on the windshield banner. Man, this line would be so popular nowadays, but it was just not popular at the time, which is unfortunate. So put him back there. All right, I do have one thing that's not Hot Wheels, and yes, if you guys watched my haul from the gathering, I did say I was going to crack open this Gorolla, and tons of people told me not to crack it open. People at the gathering told me not to crack it open, but this thing is never going to leave my collection. It's going to stay forever. And I got hooked up when I bought it, so it's not too bad. So there is the Gorolla. This is a very rare piece, extremely rare piece to find from the Ultra Heroes. Hated that line. But nowadays, like, you just can't find these. And some of these were so limited on their release. And there was very, very small amounts that got out. There's rarer ones than this. And this one's pretty rare as it is. Yes, it's garbage. It is a fantasy casting. It looks like crap. But it is super rare these days. And I'm super happy to finally have this in the collection. It's just it's a gorilla that's supposed to be a steamroller. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, after all that, we finally got to the tip of the iceberg, and this is probably the most rare current item. This is not the rarest item ever. Okay, this is just probably the most rare current item. So this is the chase for mountain drifters. This is the R34. I actually traded for this. I did not find this on the page because it's impossible. Now, this is a very rare piece, extremely rare piece, especially currently. But as the demand kind of wavers a little bit, the prices have come down. These things were going for well over $200 at one point in time. They're definitely far below that now. But I've been wanting to get this. I do have the CLK chase. I do have the Lamborghini chase. You guys saw me crack it the other day. Now I have this one. So the only one that I'm currently missing is the C8 from the American Scene. And then, of course, moving forward, there will be Countach for Jay Leno. I'm sorry, Countach, yeah, for Jay Leno's garage. And then lamely just showed off that Pandem wide body RX-7. That will be in the Ronin Run, which is the last mix of the year, which will complete the chases for 2022. And then they'll be moving forward. So, without further ado, The probably current rarest Hot Wheels right now from the pegs. Cracked. There is the R34 Silhouette Liberty Walk. It's all right. I think it looks way better than the normal release in red and black two-tone. This one does look pretty wicked. I do like it's all murdered out in black. I do like the fact that it's got a red roll cage versus the standard one that has a yellow. So this guy looks pretty good. It's a really good casting. And, you know, it's all metal, so it's pretty beefy. But, yeah, this is just crazy, this piece. It's just an insane piece. But there you go. That is the finale of the cracking. From common to rare to not so whatever and super rare. Let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know what your thoughts are on those, if you agree with my level of rarity. Yes, I'm not cracking open a original Redline and blister pack, Beach Bomb or something. We're not that ridiculous here, but you know, this is probably one of the most expensive current Hot Wheels available right now. It is definitely rare. All those chase pieces from Car Culture are definitely rare. Just like everything else, though, if you want to find one, you can. But I'm pretty happy with this mix. I'm pretty happy to get these cracked open, get them in their display cases in their homes for their permanent residency. That's what I'm trying to think of. Ridiculous. So there you go. Hope you guys appreciate that. I liked doing that. Hope you guys like that. I don't really have that much rare stuff like this. I've actually been like holding this stuff up for a long time to do this video. So I'm just glad I could bring it to you. So anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know. I read every comment. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Level M Diecast. Peace.